Hi, this is Eli Kransberg from Production Expert. In this video, we're going to put Vocalign Ultra to work on a stack of vocals. Here's what I'm working with.
Dance, dance, when everything is a feeling broken. Dance, dance, and we'll make it through the night.
Okay, so there are several issues with tuning, timing, the end of the word dance, the C, they don't all end together, night, the T, they don't all end together. Vocalign Ultra will correct these in just a few simple steps. So I have all of these channel strips selected, and I'm going to call up Vocalign Ultra. And first thing I'm going to do is just hit play and stop for a moment. And that'll allow the audio to be captured in the buffer. And working in Logic Pro, it's a good idea in preferences on general and editing to have these enabled. Select regions on track selection and select tracks on region selection. That way you won't need to hit play and stop for each dub. However, if you are going to be capturing additional dubs further down the timeline, it is a good idea to hit play and stop to make sure they're in the buffer. So I'm going to put this in link mode now so I can work with the instances as I select the track. So I'm going to use this as my guide. This is my source that I want the other ones to be corrected to. So I'm going to hit capture here, and that's the guide track. We see that there. And this is the first double. So what I'm going to do is select the preset I want to use, and I'm going to go for slightly loose timing and pitch. And I'm going to hit capture for the dub. That's what we call the track that we want affected. And it'll automatically generate this output track. And we can listen, in this case, to just these first two, and they should sound nice and tight and in tune.
Dance, dance, when everything is a feeling broken. Dance, dance, and we'll make it through the night.
So that's working great. And if I switch the view here, we can see the correction with the overlays in the display here. Now I'm going to turn these off. And here's the guide track, the original, and here's the dub, and you can see the discrepancy in the timing and pitch. And here's the corrected energy trace, which is much closer. And if I tighten this up, we'll see it correct in real time and get even closer. But I like leaving a little bit of differentiation so it's not perfectly tight. Now let's go back to the regular view, and I'm going to select the next double. And here I'm going to capture that one. And now we can hear the three of them together.
Dance, dance, when everything is a feeling broken. Dance, dance, and we'll make it through the night.
So again, it's all working nicely. And I can set this to a slightly different value if I want to differentiate it a bit, maybe make the pitch and time tracking not quite as tight. And if we switch to this one now, we'll see that it'll show the values for the version on that instance of Vocalign. And I can right-click here and select audio, and we have the two different takes that we can work with. Now let's go to the next one. I'm going to solo that, and I'll hide this for a moment. We'll see that this is different. This is a harmony part. Let me just play this with the first one.
Dance, dance, when everything is...
So there's spaces here, and it's a harmony part, so I'm not going to use the same preset. What I'm going to do now is start by capturing it, and I'm going to switch the preset. I could have switched it before, but I'll do it now. And I'm going to go to harmony, and I'm going to go dub gaps with slightly loose timing. So here, it's not going to track the pitch, otherwise it would all be the same note, but it's going to correct the timing, and it's going to account for the spaces. So let's listen to this alongside the original guide.
Dance, dance, whenever
so those C's end nice and tight. And it comes back in.
Dance, dance.
So that's working great. Now we have the last one, which is the same type of harmony, and I'm just going to run the same preset on that, and let's hit capture. And we'll hear those two together with the lead.
Dance.
So let's listen to all of them. I'm going to do a little kind of before and after. So I'll start by bypassing these.
Dance, dance, when everything is a feeling broken.
And on.
Dance, dance, when everything is a feeling
that's Vocalign Ultra, and I can at this point still make adjustments by selecting the individual ones and adjusting the timing slightly. There's chorus take 1, number 03, which relates to this one. If I select the next one, it's selecting the next file with the slightly different settings. So we can get unique settings for each one. Here, of course, it's a different algorithm altogether. Maybe I want to make that one a bit tighter. This is Eli Kranzberg for Production Expert.